Yeah, so I'm James Kingston. This is a Tunbridge school track in Tunbridge. Yeah, and we're just about to do a session of 5 mile of 3 lets.
Okay, ready?
I'm Lucy. I've been running since I was about 11. I currently run for Herne Hill Harriers, but when I was younger I grew up running at Loughborough University with Chalmers Athletics. And yeah, I'm looking to run the National Cross in the next couple of weeks.
Good old favourite, 5 by 2,000 metres with a minute recovery, a nice generous one tonight. 3, 2, 1, go!
And you just raced at the weekend, the Southern Cross. Give me a little, really quick rundown about how the race was and anything you're taking from it.
The race was interesting. Like, I sort of went in having won the last couple of years and was hoping to get another win, and then Bournemouth guy, Elmi I think it is, was there, and I knew he was going to go off fast, so I was like, let's go with him. And then I sort of couldn't quite stay with it, and so second lap was a bit lonely, but we second was alright. So like I like the Southern. I like doing it for the club, you know, get team out, and I like the longer ones. So it's like, well, it's supposed to be 9 miles. I think it was actually like 14k, so just a bit short. But I like to, it's a really good race to support. It's I think the manner of how far I was beaten by sort of affected me a little bit, but I think it's just about getting back, and you know, Parley Hill is a completely different ball game, so hopefully get out there and run well.
I've been at Herne Hill for about a year now. I did a really good, nice long track season with them last summer, and then I just saw like quite a progression in my sort of training and racing over autumn, and really sort of gained a lot of confidence and started to move forward in a lot of my race results, which was really good to see. And then I've just been getting my head down over the last few months, really. Honestly, the main thing for me is enjoying it. So as long as I'm having a really good time with my friends and training hard and ticking the miles off, I haven't had an issue at all. It's just been really, really smooth sailing and yeah, really good fun.
I currently work part-time at a running shop. I'm also studying part-time at Open Uni, although that doesn't take up very much of my time. So that's it. Sort of like, that's how I earn my money. Nothing else really.
So I'm working full-time as a project manager based in central London, which is very full on in itself. I work for an agency, so everything's quite a lot, but I think actually I've seen a massive shift in my perspective in running over the last sort of year and a half working there. Obviously it's gone from I've got to go for a run to more like I'm desperate to go for a run. I'm really excited to get out there in the evening, sort of de-stress and really relax, I suppose, and it's become just really, really enjoyable. So as much as it's really tough to fit it all in, and at some point you kind of have to consider whether it's you know, on your progression and things like that, whether it'd be the right thing to stay full-time and stuff. At the moment it's working and I'm just about managing to fit it all in, so yeah, it's hard, but we get there, and I'm sure there's lots of people that are doing the same.
So 2 years ago you won the National, probably you would maybe one of your best achievements alongside some GB vests, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
What was that like to win it a couple of years ago, and what would it mean to try and do it again?
It was crazy, especially first year senior. It was incredible because TAC has got such great tradition of supporting the National, so it's always the one to do, and to win it was just the best feeling. I think to win it again, especially at Parley Hill, which is like the pinnacle of British cross country, I think that's the only thing that could top the first national win is winning it at Parley Hill.
Well, I think it was 2003-04. There was 2 of us coaching under 13s, and we never as a club really committed to doing the national. And we just thought we're going to go to all the championships and support them. They had such a great time, like 5 or 6 of them, and then it gradually snowballed. And every year, it would almost give the club a boost in motivation that, we're looking forward to this trip. And then we started introducing a dinner and a dance afterwards, and some awards and things like that. We got under 15s, then they became under 17s, and just gradually it grew. And it's one time a year. Can't think of many other events where you can get all the age groups together and support each other, and the parents of the youngsters see the older ones competing and things like that. And somebody like James Kingston, if you ask most people in the club, they know who James Kingston is because he puts himself about and he talks to the youngsters as well. He's really part of the club. Well, he's very determined. Tonight he's knocking out his 5 times a mile, which he's probably done once every year for a while. And he's consciously going a bit quicker than before. His speed is improving. I've always got a battle with him to try and improve his track times and work on that bit because it's he don't want him just known as a cross-country runner. So we've got this. It's not a battle because I think he realises it himself. But everyone says James Kingston, he's a really good cross-country runner. But you don't end up your career like that, really, do you? So, but he loves it. He loves doing the Kent Champs, Southern, and National. He's very traditional in that point of view. But again, he's respectful of the officials that commit to the Kent Champs and the Southern Champs. So he feels they support the events.
Yeah, I love training the group. It's just making it more fun. Like training with the group, seeing your mates. It's just what it's all about. Like I try and just focus on my running. The most important thing is just trying to enjoy it, and like running with all the people I've been training with for years is one of the biggest factors for that. So it's great.
Obviously, I think I just love cross country because of how gritty it is. I think you can't hide anywhere. There's no sort of, it's black and white. You beat who you beat. You're as gritty as you can be, and yeah, it's just very all or nothing, which I really like. Obviously, I've been running cross country since I was about 11, and I've done national cross all the way through my childhood up until I was about 18, before I went out to America, and absolutely loved it. It was the pinnacle of my season every year when I was younger, and I'm really looking forward to giving it a good crack this year. I think the best thing about national cross is it is like the epitome of club running. It's really, really exciting. For me, I think it's one of the best events there is. I think it's one of the most prestigious titles you could win, and I think it always has been. And yeah, I'm just really looking forward to getting stuck in at Parliament Hill in London, which is even better. So yeah, excited.
Okay, I'm Jeff, Lucy's coach. We've got a training session tonight that's going to be 5 by 2,000 metres off a minute, sort of basic tempo threshold.
And how long have you been coaching Lucy for?
About a year, just over a year now. She first came down here January 2024. I had a good idea that she was going to be good at the cross. I think what might have surprised me slightly is how good she's got so soon, because whilst I know she can do it, I'm a tad surprised that she's already where she is. But she's going to go further as well, definitely. For the national cross, I think we're definitely thinking top 10. I think that's a very realistic aim, and anything better than that's going to be a bonus. But I also think that better than that is achievable if she gets it right and has a good day.
Yeah, I've had a really strong cross-country season. I think I've really been progressing every race that I've done. So yeah, I just want to run a smart race, get out there and be brave. Like, as long as I'm brave, where I come doesn't necessarily matter to me, but I do want to give it a good crack, and I think I've got a good chance of being up there. Giving everyone a good run for the money. So yeah, I'll be going for it at least.
Nice. Do you look at start lists for cross races compared to track races? I know people compare PBs and stuff like that. Is that something you think about, or you just race these there on the day?
No, I saw the start list come out for National Cross, and I actually didn't look because I just think, do you know what? Who's there's there, and the course is what it is, and you can only do what you can do on the day. So I don't want to know. I'm just going to get on that start line and go for it, and see what happens, I suppose. I've always said this, and I think it really helps me, is everyone else is hurting as much as you are. So whenever it's getting tough in a session or in a race or anything like that, I'll just tell myself that no matter how much I'm hurting, everyone around me is hurting as much, and it's up to me to be grittier than them in that moment. So yeah, that's me. I'll just sort of focus on that, and we're all in the same boat, so you just got to get yourself out of it.
When it's getting tough, I just try and think about all the training I've done, all the races, and just think, you know what, you can, you've put the work in, your body can do this. I try and not think that if I'm hurting, everyone else is hurting just as much, if not more. So, which might not always be the case, but it's nice to think that.
junior women's titles. And here, and close to her, as they have been all the race, Lucy Jones, 2832, the Herne Hill Harrier, under 15s champion formerly. 3475 is Sophie Tarver of Wirral.
I just didn't have it.
Well done.
Thank you.
How was that?
Oh, fucking hell. It's so hard. My legs. I just didn't have it from the gun book, so it was one of them, but I'm gonna have to take fourth. I will take fourth any day.
Amazing.
Can't complain. Yeah, it was really good. The gun went off. Obviously, it's a super, super tough course. It was super muddy, really energy zapping. The first lap I just settled in, and yeah, I went with it. I think that I could have felt a little bit better today, but I think everyone was finding it really tough. So yeah, it's just cross country. You've got to be a bit gritty. If you'd have told me a year ago that I'd come fourth and be a little bit disappointed, I'd have been absolutely astonished. I think I would have laughed in your face. So the fact that I've come fourth and I feel like I'd have hoped there was a little bit more, I can be really happy with that. Do you know what, like, yeah.
Yeah, no, if you'd have said to us this time last year, you're going to come fourth in the National Cross Country Championship, she would literally have laughed at me and said, you're joking, mate, no chance. So I'm really pleased with that. I did secretly think that she could make top 5, and she's done that. Close enough to a medal, which is always frustrating, but we'll take it, it's good.
Of that race at the top of the hill to become king. But he's being challenged.
Yeah, but look at that. Yeah, it was good. It was really tough. The conditions were hard, but it made for an interesting race. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Good bit of silverware as well.
Yeah, you got this, and then the team first 9 to score who weren't in the top 3. So I'm not sure why that deserves a trophy, but we got it anyway.
What is it about Nationals that makes you want to come back?
I just love it. It's been the one since when I was under 13 that the club has always aimed for. It's the main one. Like, this is my 10th Nationals in a row now, and so yeah, it's always the one to aim for. And then with this being my 3rd medal, completing the set now. First senior, 3rd the 2nd year senior, and 2nd 3rd year senior. So yeah, I just love it. Great event. It's the main one. I think it should be the number 1 race in the calendar cross country, because it is the national. There's so many people running. Like, the start line is honestly the best experience ever. Standing at the start line with 2,000 people there is just crazy. So I just love it.